What was the story about the African delegation being held on a plane? Was
No,
that when
not
supposedly the shells went off that they all said they didn't hear, or was that something totally different?
no. It was a second plane from the South Africa representation. It was a plane with the personal security, and strangely enough, they were filled with weapons. That's true, yeah, but also journalists. But the Polish authorities were quite mean with them. They didn't let them get out of the airplane. They had to stay like 2 days in the airplane, not getting out, and even stripped naked a woman, which the Africans got really pissed off about it. Yes, one of their security members. And they got very pissed off. And yeah, let's see what's happened. But Hungary as well made something strange. He didn't let the airplane cross the airspace as well. So it's a symbol of strange reactions. And also in Italy, when the airplanes were coming to Italy, they had to go around 1 hour because Italy didn't want to let them in. They
See, that's the thing I don't get. They're worried about the Africa moving towards Russia and China. They make a deal for Africa to get cheap or free fertilizer and grain, but then they fuck up the deal, and it's like, and then they treat the African guys like shit or threaten them with sanctions if they don't say the right thing, or they treat them like garbage, make them fly around, can't get off the plane. It's like, how are you trying to like get them to your side when you're offering stuff in one hand and then basically stabbing them in the back and punching them and kicking them every chance you get? I mean, I don't even see how they think that's a diplomatic, endeavor even to start. Oh, here's
It
this free
it
stuff, and then
seems
treat you like garbage, and then say, be my friend. I treat you like shit.
it seems like this is not the behavior of a politician or a group of professionals. This is something you'd expect from a group of like high school girls, right? Excluding someone who they don't like from like a party or a gathering. You don't let them come over, and then when they come over, you don't talk to them, and then you keep them held up, and then you just do everything to just be as annoying as like that's I don't know how else to describe it, right? They were being annoying. They didn't threaten the delegation or anything, right? But they sent the message, and the message is, "We don't want you here."
It's like they're so petty. It's like there's
Yeah,
literally
petty.
thousands of Ukrainians getting butchered right now, and the only way they can own Russia is to like disrespect the South African delegation or make a plane fly around or not let somebody get off the plane. It's like, oh, you can't win on the battlefield, so I guess you just act like a child to whoever you think is against you, because that's what it seems like. Nothing's going right down south, so let's make the South Africans, wait or fly around or fuck with them. I mean, it's always petty shit with these guys. There's no, like you said, there's no adults making decisions or calls. Kissinger's a piece of shit. At least he knew the fucking game.
I think we were talking about this kind of thing in a previous open mic. I think in Europe now, and USA too, there is no longer professional diplomat. All the guys who try to do diplomatic stuff are basically thinking only about their own mainstream propaganda.
Ideologues.
yeah.
Yes,
And the,
exactly. They don't care about the other country. They only care about their own country.
yes, it's like it was a movement in Europe where you see diplomats normally are career people. They normally even come from families which fathers and grandfathers were diplomats. And somewhere in time, around 20 years ago, they start changing it and putting people from the parties in the power inside of the ministries of foreign affairs. This was a revolution in Europe, and what we saw was with the time the capacity of diplomacy in the within the European Union got really bad, and one way after another, like scandals, behaving improperly in official visits, saying ambassadors saying things out of their heads without thinking, offending other people. Now we see as well Barrel saying something like the jungle and we are the garden, and the general wants to come to the garden. But you see, Shadovi, it is really bad, and you are right. They're using international politics for domestic politics, and yeah. But in this case, there was some coordination as well. You see, first it was Poland. Then Hungary didn't want to let them cross their airspace. Then Poland. Then they landed in Poland, and there was all kinds of delays, provoked delays, and it was very strange. And on the end, the other airplane couldn't fly to Russia. It was it was not permitted for the airplane with the security South African security to fly to accompany the president to Russia when he came back from Kiev. But even though I think it was an important mission and it had great results, and these events, these facts in Europe were amazing because the world starts seeing who doesn't want peace, who is blocking peace.